Oh, I got a big fish. Got a big fish. That's a good one. That's a good fish. What's going on, guys? Long time no see. See if we can't make a video catching some bass. For the first time in a while, I'm starting out throwing a custom, Real Threat custom lure Senko. Little stick bait on a wacky rig, weighted wacky rig. Little neighborhood pond. Caught a few out of here. I'm gonna leave my rods back here and walk to this corner really quick. I think I'm throwing a June bug. No, this isn't. Yeah, this is. No, this is not June bug. This is like a black with a color shift powder. It's similar to June bug though. I'd say similar. Definitely similar. I'm gonna try to hit this little corner over here. Definitely a bunch of bluegill beds right here. Some bass swimming around too. A little bit of grass, more grass on top of the water than what I'm used to here. Need to get through this junk. I'm in some junk over there. Hold on. Might put on a different color worm. I think I put this one on to take some pictures to kind of showcase it. Just started. I've always painted crankbaits and stuff like that, but for a long time now. But I just started pouring my own soft plastics last week. I've been going pretty hard with it, to be honest. I'd like to find a couple largemouth. I've definitely got out here like too late. It's almost noon, and it's already like 80 degrees. May have missed the morning bite. The other day I came here and it was about 60 degrees, all day, and I was able to catch about 10 or so bass. There goes a bass right now. Little, maybe pounder or so. I haven't caught anything with any crazy size. I've caught like a 2-pounder out of here so far. There should be bigger fish than that. This pond's been around for a little bit. Just kind of lifting that Senko up and letting it fall. Trying to fish it a little bit slow. I may put weightless on. Got a small weight on here. I'd like to put my kayak in here and get to the other side of this pond. It's got this little fence down here all the way around, which not like it's that much of a deterrent. But I need to put a kayak in here for sure. Some really, really big bluegill. I've caught some in here. Some really big bluegill. I see them swimming around over here. I'm gonna change this worm color up for something a little bit different. All this grass makes me want to throw a chatterbait, but I've thrown a chatterbait in here with no luck so far. Here we go. Put it right up next to that tree like I thought one, or that bush. It's not a big one. Running right at me. Not a bad one though. Do a little dance for us. It's always cool to catch one on. We're gonna have a lot of grass on this, but it's always cool to catch one on one of your lures. Oh, I threw my worm off. You can see my worm floating. Let's get him up here. I wanted to change worms anyways, but now that we caught that one, it's kind of tough. He threw my worm, so I can't even really showcase it with the catch, but not a bad one. Make sure we're seeing it here. Not bad, dude. I can just see my worm floating off. All right, I might try one of these other. I bought a whole pack of stuff that I just poured. This is literally just a bag full of random lures. I think I need a darker color. I'm gonna say June bug. That was similar to June bug. I threw it right where I thought the fish would be, so that worked out. This was a weedless. I've caught a bunch of fish on this, but this thing was weedless. It's no longer weedless. I said maybe not. I don't know how big the fish are in here, but maybe not huge fish, but we could definitely put numbers up. Thinking about getting the chatterbait out, or a little swim jig, or even a little like paddle tail swim bait and throwing it down that bank line over there. I can get a little bit more distance on that than I can this Senko. Some thick grass. It almost feels like a bass. Makes me really want. I'm about to throw a chatterbait over there for sure. I think. Like, I almost feel like you're getting bit. That grass is so thick. So I'm throwing a little weighted stick bait. Here's the June bug color I'm throwing. It's got a little bit of grass on it. Let's toss this chatterbait. Clear some of that line out. I know you can catch big fish when you have grass, but it can be so annoying. Oh, I got a big fish. Got a big fish. That's a good one. That's a good fish. That's a good fish. That's a good fish. That's a good fish. Pulling it in and out of that grass was the move. That's a good bass. Let's keep him on. That's a good fish. That is a good fish. Come on. I have to find a way to get him up here easier. That's a good one. That's a better fish. I'm gonna have to lift him by the line. That's a good fish. Oh man, let's go. Holy shit. Excuse my language. What a bass. Whoo! That's a bass. That's a bass. That's a big bass. Are you kidding me? This is what I've been doing it for. I've been struggling so bad to get a big bass this year. Holy cow. I don't think I have a scale on me either. Ooh. Oh my goodness. Let's get a couple pictures and get him back in the water there. Keep him alive. It's about, if I had to guess, a little over 3 or 4. Are you kidding me? What a fish. What a fish. That's what I needed. It's not a giant, but that's a good fish. Wow. Dude, you can see there. I mean, I'd say 3.5, 4 pounds. Something like that. Wow. What a pretty fish. That is a nice one, dude. Wow. Damn. I just can't reach over here. Let's put him out like this. There we go. There we go. All right, he's good. He or she is good. swam off through that thick stuff. Phew. It's been a while since I caught a fish that big. I did, let me shout myself out. That was on a chatterbait that has with a Real Threat Custom Lures paddle tail swim bait. Let's go. It's just cool to catch stuff on your own made lures. So obviously I didn't make the chatterbait, but I haven't been able to catch a fish over 2 pounds all year. I've caught a bunch of fish, but nothing over like 2 pounds. So it's been a definite grind. I might flip a jig, dude, the way that fish ate that. Dude, I think another fish just hit that. I mean, I was ripping it out of the grass. Y'all saw me ripping up out of the grass and it just killed it. Maybe I just figured out how I need to fish this pond, but oh my goodness. What a nice bass. Kind of ripping it out of this grass now. Kind of fishing it like a jig, but aggressively. There's gotta be more than one down there, right? Another one, another one, another one. Not as big. He's running right at me again though. Not as big for sure, but another one. Bit it. That's all right. It was a little guy, but that one I just lost was probably about 1.5 pounds, 2 pounds. I want to just spit it there at the end. If there's 4-pounders in here, then it makes me a little bit excited that there's going to be 6, 7, you know, maybe even bigger than that. Because this pond wasn't built when this neighborhood was built. It was here before. There's a pond behind me that's actually in my backyard. It's a bigger pond. I have to put my kayak in to really fish it, but which I don't mind doing. But this is just easier to come over here and fish this one. I think I have found out what they want today at least. I might not catch another fish all day, but I'm happy. I don't care. I'll be just fine. Like I said, I got out here later than I wanted. I really didn't expect to catch anything with it being so hot. But I guess they gotta eat regardless. Hey, sometimes that grass literally feels like a fish. It's so thick in there. I think it's more like that thick mossy grass, maybe. I mean, I can't even really tell, to be honest. Got one immediately. Okay, figured it out. Oh, find my line. It's a big one. That's a healthy dude right there. Holy. Dude, that's a big bluegill. Check that dude out. That's a healthy dude. Thick little sucker. They're really healthy. Bring it over here. That's a healthy fish.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
That's crazy. Hold on. You gonna be in it?
Yeah, I'll have to do it.
That's how that one hit this chatterbait. I was like, dude, what the? Nice one. Maybe. They swim right at you. I've noticed that in this pond. They swim right at you. It's gonna be a nice picture right there. Another one. That one's for real. Get him out of there. Hell yeah. Hey brother, I haven't caught a fish in like 2 hours, and for you to just show up, dude. Oh, we gotta cut that director's cut.
Long. You can just use this one. Look at that hook set.
I'm just, of course, wasn't videoing. Just caught a nice one on a little green pumpkin, black and gold. Right, and it pierced the top of his lip perfect. Not bad. we go. Not bad on the spinnerbait. Not bad, not bad. Little spinnerbait bass. Not bad, not bad. There we go. Not a bad one.